I wanted to talk today a little bit about why I started journaling. I'm gonna look at my journal from 6 months ago when I first started, and at first I was like, I'm not gonna stick with this probably. And so I was gonna share with you guys some of the reasons why I like journaling so much now and why I'm consistent with it. So this was kind of like, without like sharing my entire journal, this was the layout that they gave to us, and it was you would put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The weekend you just didn't journal at all. And then on the right hand side it'd be what to do that for that week, like just different tasks you wanted to accomplish. And I would put things like just basic things like make sure I exercise or whatever, or write down just like stupid things that would just make me feel like I accomplished something. But I also wrote down like important things too, like work related things and just different things that I wanted to watch on Netflix, which if you ask me, that's important. The prayer list was important for me. That was supposed to be for worries, hopes, gratitude, doubting, insight, people and situations, just different things you wanted to pray about and acknowledge. For some reason, I always just kept prayers in my head and never wrote them down, so it was helpful to have them down on paper. The list, I can physically see the list shrunk. So this is how it started, like a huge amount of stuff. So it was only like 3 months. The list shrunk down from like 15 items to like 6 items that I wanted to pray about. Within that time, so much changed, but I would have, knowing myself, I would have forgot all that what prayers had been answered and acknowledged. I prayed for things like I prayed for my best friend to have a baby. She had a baby. I prayed for a career. That actually did happen. And then this other side, the other side of it was all for journaling. And so each day, Monday through Friday, I would sit down and journal. Now I find myself sitting down on the weekends too and just like journaling because I just want to. It just like helps me feel complete in my day. So I think one of the best reasons that I journal is to process information, because there's this thing about living in this world where there's so much information and it's very hard to slow down. Physically writing on a piece of paper with pen to paper takes so long, and you have to really sit there and slow down your thoughts as you write, because your brain moves really fast but your hand doesn't. We move so fast and we're always trying to process and process and process. And you're going to process your information a little bit slower and maybe see things that you wouldn't have seen if you were processing it like at lightning speed, how we do everything else. It helped me to let go of some really heavy feelings and just put it on paper and just let it go. And I was also getting closer to God, I feel, because I was sitting down carving out a space for Him in my day where I was trying to dig in a little bit more to His heart and my own heart. I just think you can look back on these journals and be like, okay, so that's how I felt before and this is how I feel now. Because a lot can change even in just like a week or 6 months. Everything can change. You can totally change your feelings, and it's helpful to be able to look back. I think it's helpful because you can organize your feelings and motives in a safe place. If you have like a to-do list in your journaling, you can be aware of how long, how many months or years or whatever weeks it's been in your to-do list, and you can take a look at yourself and be like, do I actually want to do that? Because it doesn't seem like I do. I've been sitting on it for this long or whatever. You can be like, take it seriously and maybe just cross it off your to-do list and be done with it, because maybe you don't need it and you just think you do, and you think it's something you want, but maybe it's not. Journaling has made me self-aware so that I am responding to people with patience and love. And I'm aware that I can cultivate a situation of peace. And I'm aware when I need to leave the room. If you're considering journaling, just know it will be so beneficial to your life, and you should stick with it. Do it Monday through Friday. Don't beat yourself up if you skip a day or you're too tired to journal or whatever, because it's going to be pointless if you're just not in it and you don't want to be doing it anyways. Just try. Give it a try. I think it's super useful and helpful to your personal growth.